had enough. I've had enough with this fucking club. Fuck her out. It's just... What else can we do? We just lost 3-1 to the second worst team in the league. They're probably not even in the relegation zone now. They've won that game. I'm not going with Leeds shirt on because I don't feel proud wearing it anymore. Because what the hell was that? For God's sake. And 2 posts that I saw were all on the same thing. Some bloke jumped the fucking barrier, or whatever, Ellen Rose, went up to Farker, told him to make some subs, like put Dan James on, and Daniel Farker put Dan James on. Daniel Farker got fucking bossed about by a fan. I'm missing something. There we go, that's better. We fucking demolished Chelsea 3-1. Get in there. Well, that was a night to remember for us Leeds fans, wasn't it? For once, we actually had a... Oh, just move that. It's doing me head in. For once, we actually started off well, and we finished well. You know, for the last couple of months, we've had games where we started off strong, and then we finished as weak as pig shit, you know. That's hence why we kept on dropping points, you know, to the likes of Burnley and Forest and Bournemouth and Spurs. But for once, we knew how important this game was because it's Chelsea. And I suppose Leeds have had Leeds had PTSD from 1970. Yeah, what a great way to get your first win in a while. That win symbolises that we are out of the relegation zone for now. Okay, don't get your heads, you know, don't get your hopes up. What was I going to say then? Don't get your heads what? A B-all header, that was a fucking thump-up header, wasn't it? It was like fucking Pontus Jansson in his prime. It was so strong, it was so much of a bullet header that the Chelsea goalkeeper couldn't even keep it out with the palm of his hand. Just as how much of a good goal it was. We are quite good at scoring from set pieces, you know, in this league. Joe Rodon's done it twice, once against Bournemouth. Once again, West Ham. Stroud could have had a goal not long after that header that went in. Stroud was really good for us in the Championship last season. I don't know why obviously, I know from the Championship to the Premier League it's quite a big jump, but at the end of the day, Stroud was literally on his own. It was a simple, maybe not simple, but it was... What's the word called? Oh my God, I need help. Free header. That was it. Stroud had a free header and he put it wide. And he was a lot closer to the goal than B-all was. But it doesn't matter. We finished the first half off strongly. Tanaka with a beautiful long-range strike. I noticed he had a couple of long shots earlier, you know, beforehand, and they either went wide or the shot wasn't powerful enough. So I knew when Bogle laid him off, I could tell Tanaka was going to go for the long shot. I thought, I wonder what's going to happen here. And I was completely wrong. He absolutely mugged off the Chelsea keeper. I never know what the keeper's name is, but I really cannot give a shit at this stage. Yeah, solid performance from us throughout, which is really hard to say given our recent performances. Yeah, finished the first half strong with a 2-0 lead. And then Chelsea managed to score in like the 50th minute or something like that. How the hell Neto managed to squeeze the ball in from there, I still don't have a clue. I thought it had the side netting, like, because of the angle and everything, but then I heard some Chelsea scums cheering their heads off. They were very quiet, but, you know, they were still cheering. And I thought, oh shit, we're 2-1 down. Oh no, here we go again. And then, what happened? I think Mecca scored an offside goal. It was a fucking great goal. But because he was offside, Calvert-Lewin was offside in the build-up, and he laid Mecca off. So it didn't count. That's how the offside rule works, really. But we didn't give up. We never thought that was going to be the end of that. We thought, you know what? Let's wait for the Chelsea defence to fuck up, and then we'll capitalise on that. We've done that before, haven't we? 2022, Brendan Harrison nicking the ball off Mendy. Yeah, it was just written in the stars, really, wasn't it? These fans have PTSD with that one and all. But for a better reason. But yeah, it was a great game to watch. However, I must stress, as much as I know that Farke's changed the team around a bit, he's gone to a 3-5-2 formation. You know, he's got 2 strikers now and about 6 defenders, but just gloss over that. You know, a win's a win, isn't it? Do whatever you can to win. But I don't want to get my hopes up that we're going to keep this momentum up. I know we beat one of the best teams in the league. I think it's actually like the first time we beat a team that's like in the top half of the relegation zone. Not relegation, or top half of the table. We got Liverpool next, to just about graze a draw to Sunderland on the same night. I don't know how to make up. At least you don't have to make of that game. You know, it could go either way. A draw wouldn't be a surprise to me, really, but time will tell. I'm just hoping that West Ham don't win tonight. They got Man United at 8 o'clock, which is about 6 hours time. So I'm going to say something that I really, really don't want to say out loud ever, but I really hope Man United win. Oh my God, I actually want to kill myself. But to be honest, if Man United are going to be on the momentum they're on at the moment, then I can't see them struggling to not win. That was not English, was it? Man United... Oh, well, they're all cunts, but I hope they beat West Ham somehow. Right, enough of them twats. Yeah, great night. I just hope we can keep this momentum up coming to the end of the season, because we don't want to go through the whole 2021-22 thing where Jack Harrison scores a last-minute winner to prevent us from getting relegated. I don't want to go through all that bloody process again, but if we have to, we have to. You know, we're not the best team in the league, you know, as much as I want us to be. And as quality of the players that we have, it's just how we play that, you know, determines where we sit on the table. Yeah, overall, I had a great night. Don't know about you lot, but yeah, just please, Farker, keep the team as it was. Stick with the formation. Stick with the same players, the same subs as you put on later on. Literally just copy and paste what you did last night and put it in our future games, because it seems to be working. Missed out else? No. Right, nice one. In a bit.